Hi guys, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel. Looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are right now in this range market, and what we are waiting for right now, and this is something I'm going to talk about in this episode. Will the market break the resistance that we're having, coming back down and retest it? Or will the market come back to the resistance, break to the downside, and then we just might see a continuation further down? This is very important for us right now to be careful, and I'm gonna tell you why in this episode. And remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look everything up yourself first, but please continue watching this video and I'm gonna show you what I see on Ethereum and Bitcoin. We're starting off with Bitcoin on the daily, and we can see that we are still in this range right now. The market is just going sideways in between this support and resistance that we did have. We are at the resistance where it also have been a support before. So what we can potentially wait to see if the market is actually going to decide to break it and then comes back down and retest previous support, now a resistance. If the market breaks it, comes back down and retest the resistance, it also can also retest the previous lower high that we're having and coming back down and retest it as a new higher low. And then the market might continue to the upside. So right now we are waiting for Bitcoin to decide what direction we'll go to. It should look like this if the market decides to come to the resistance and then come back down and then break the support. And when that's gonna happen, I don't know. We just might consolidate for a couple of days more. Looking at the higher time frames now on the weekly, we can still see a potential move to the downside because you're also having the previous resistance, and this is something that I have been talking about. But it's a couple of days left on the week, so right now it's a lot of things that can happen. The market can come back down again even more. So right now for everyone, you really need to look and have this resistance in mind, because the market can come up here and then just return back down to the downside. Having 44,000 as a key level right now for us to see what's going to happen. Don't be confused if the market breaks to the upside and then it comes back down again and slowly starts to have its downtrend, and then we just might continuing even more down. So please have that in mind. Just because we see the market is going up right now doesn't mean it has to continue to go to the upside. Take away the emotions, take away the feelings that you want the market to continue to the upside. You have to look at what the market is doing against this level, 44,000. And after that, a good breakout and then a retest, that's when we're starting to look at buy opportunities, because right now this could be the lower high that we're having. Look at this. We do have the downtrend. Even if the market did break this trend line, as you can see it did, this could also be a fake out, and then the market comes back down, and everyone that thought the market was supposed to go up didn't look at this resistance that we did have. Now they're confused about what's going on because, what, Natalie, it's on its way up. Well, come on guys, you need to know about these areas, because this is where people get trapped. Because people don't have the knowledge, people don't know about support and resistance, they don't know the importance with these zones. It's really important. I'm telling you guys, start to use support and resistance zones and you'll see what the market is doing against these levels. It's really important. I will always say that. Always. I don't use indicators, not at all. I think you can see how I trade the market, and almost every time the market reacts to these levels that I'm having on the charts. You have to know about this, guys. You have to. I know it's confusing, but that's the only way. If you want to be able to be a good trader, forget about the money. Forget about the money. The money will only come when you understand what's going on the charts. We're looking at Bitcoin on the lower time frames. I already have the resistance, and this is where we can use it. Let's say if the market comes back up again but closes below the previous high that we're having, we just might see the market slowly break to the downside again. And I did have a live today and I told you guys that this area, if I wanted to short Bitcoin, I wanted the market to break this support that we did have. The market never broke the support. So what did I do? I decided not to sell the market because the market didn't do what I wanted it to do. I know a lot of people are feeling like, well, I think it's going to break to the downside. And then you're selling and then the market spikes up. What happened? You traded with your emotions. Your stop loss got hit. Now you're angry at yourself, you're angry at the market, and now you're going to be angry at other people around you. It's going to affect your environment because you decided to do something outside your rules. And this is where you have to be very, very, very good at controlling your feelings, because if you don't do that and you're just doing it by guessing and hoping, this is what's going to happen. You are losing the trade. If the market decides to break the resistance on Bitcoin, comes back down and retest it, then we just might see a continuation to the upside. If the market decides to come back down and start to do lower high, higher lows to the downside, we just might see the market coming down on the 4-hour break. It comes back up, retest it, and then a continuation. It's the same thing on Ethereum. We are just moving sideways. And I already have the targets. If the market breaks to the upside on 3,100 around that area, our target can be around 3,600. Or if the market decides to break to the downside at 2,750, we just might see the market come back down to 2,300. But that's only if the market decides to break it, comes back down and retest it. Obviously it's a lot of things that's happening in between here. It can come back down, but the overall target, the first target that we're having, is around these areas I was just talking about. It's easier for us to use the higher time frames, support and resistance zones, especially when we are so close to them. And after that, we can see what's happening on the lower time frames. If you start to see, so let's say if the market decides to break this resistance that we're having, and if you want to scalp the market, you're waiting for the breakout, the market comes back down and retest it, and then you're having your target around 3,100. Why? Because that's the previous resistance that we're having. If the market doesn't have the power to break it, it will obviously come back down again. And if you're having your entry right here, it's very easy for you to get stopped out, even been taken out with the stop loss, because the market, if the market bounces off the resistance, sometimes it definitely will want to come to the middle of the support and resistance, or back down to the support. So be very careful right now, because we are in the middle of everything. The market is very boring. It's just going sideways. Be careful. Be very careful right now, because we are almost at this resistance. Is it going to break to the upside? Will it come back down again to the support, break it to the downside? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment below. Please give this video a thumb up. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going through these pairs every single day. I hope you have a good day. So bye bye.